Hello, and welcome to another update on gold. A new trading week is starting, and I've zoomed out a little bit here on the gold chart, and what we see is that the market has just been moving sideways. Basically, there hasn't really been much action over the last few months, you could say. I mean, sideways action, yes, but basically just up and down movement, you could say seemingly random up and down movement within a range. And we are and remain caught in this sideways range, sideways correction. A wave 4, which this likely is, can unfold as a so-called sideways consolidation pattern. That is what Elliott wave tells us. And in this case, the price might have taken the route or the decision to unfold as a triangle pattern. These are patterns of indecision, and therefore they are non-directional and can seem chaotic in the subwaves, but really those subwave structures, those random, seemingly random up and down movements within a sideways range, I mean, they are literally just noise. Important is to recognize we are still caught in a correction. Okay, I mean, maybe that triangle completed on the 30th. I don't fully believe that yet. I would need to see more action, more price action to the upside, more upside momentum. But yeah, if from here further upside momentum builds and we get a break above resistance, then this would be really, really a good indication that the market is on its way higher in a fifth wave. Now, someone asked me, shouldn't it rather be the white scenario? Because this looks like a 5-wave move down. And I have to say, yeah, I mean, just if you look at nanostructures, but bear in mind, we're on a very small time frame here, so you get false signals in the nanostructures. And the context is at least as important as the nanostructures, yeah. And the context tells me that, I mean, this here might have been the end of a triangle. Again, I don't fully believe it. That's why I said to you, for a first indication of a breakout, we need a break above $3,508. That's really the top of the D wave, and according to Elliott wave guidelines, this is the first indication that a triangle is breaking. Okay, down here was very close to the invalidation point, but it decided to turn around and to keep this triangle pattern alive, which I'm labeling as an ABCDE structure. It's just that the proportions are a little strange. The C wave is a little bit weak, but overall it can be classed as a nearly perfect Elliott wave triangle. Now, the nearest Fibonacci resistance area, which has now been reached, is between $3,413 and $3,467. We are on our way potentially to test the golden ratio level there at 3,435, or maybe even the 78.6 retracement. So local trend appears to be up. So the local pressure appears up, but again, we've moved from pretty much structural support here to the first main resistance area here for this wave 2. There was a micro resistance area, like a first signal level that indicated the market wants to go to our upper resistance area. That's now been reached. And I cannot rule out a little further upside. I mean, the local momentum is still up. It's not broken yet. But I'm watching for a signal that local upside momentum breaks. Question is, what would be that signal? For me, it would be a break below the initial micro support zone, which is located here between 3,376 and $3,387. So any move below this zone could signal that a local top has formed and that we're on our way and should test the previous swing lows here again from end of July and end of June, and might actually start the third wave to the downside, which would lead to a break below this red line, which is the June low at $3,303. So for now, local momentum is up. I don't really have a long trade setup. There is no high probability setup here at the moment, unless you want to trade the short setup there. But again, I would personally not short gold because we are still in a large uptrend. Yeah, we're not in a larger downtrend where you would go against the trend. So I don't feel that is very productive, given that there's always that upside momentum, which is fueled by the larger trend, even though we are stuck in a sideways correction for now, but the overall trend remains up. So I think it's a matter of just watching this resistance area this week, and maybe today keep an eye on this micro support zone, but we're basically still caught in a range. This is also not yet a 5-wave move up. Now, if we see 5 waves up, that might be a signal that the bulls are really taking the lead here. But look, we don't have 5 waves up yet, and we haven't broken above resistance yet. So I keep you updated about the structures. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to check out our membership. There's the Patreon link in the description. It takes you to our stocks membership, where we also cover gold and silver pretty much on a daily basis. You also get access to your live charts, depending on which tier you're choosing. Stock indices like the SPX and the NASDAQ are included as well, even in daily video updates. So check it out. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.